is a bunch of stories about a metaphorical character who's placed against, some type of adversary, be it, an internal one, like an internal war, between two paths in a difficult situation. So in Limbo in particular, the song itself, a man is madly in love with this woman, and he finds out that his best friend is sleeping with her, and she leaves him and everything like that. And he's pulled between because he's slightly crazy. Mr. Sadis alludes to the fact that he has mental illnesses, which we'll get to in a moment. Mm-hmm. But he is torn between the two quote-unquote choices in his mind of avenging his pride and his self and getting revenge, which is something that to some capacity, we all face. It's all a moral war. Or, forgiving and loving, continuing to love the girl and love his friend, and that's something, we've all been screwed over by somebody, and it's something that we all ask ourselves, do we hate them forever, or do we forgive them and let it go? And, I guess you'll just have to listen to the song and find out what he decided to do, I guess.
That song was the first song that Ryan and I really worked on whenever we first met each other when we were, 14? Yeah, 13, 14. And
it's pretty weird to think about.
Yeah, I guess it's a long time now, but he and I worked on that song, and then we built the band around it, and that's all, one of our favorite songs that we have.
Still my favorite to play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, here you guys go. Limbo.
Thank you.
Hey, and we're back. Let's talk about the music. We are talking to Arkangela. Hey guys, hey everybody. How's it going?
What's up? Hey.
And it's me, Spider, and Shells is here with me too. Wouldn't be anywhere without Shells. She sounds like she's drinking something.
I was drinking water. I'm still getting over that stupid cold my body decided to catch.
Aw, sorry.
And we have a new member. Well, actually, not a new member. We have another member that's joined us.
Yes.
My name is Jeff, and I play drums for Arkangela.
Woohoo!
Very dramatically.
Dramatic as possible.
Yay!
And once again, I am the only girl on the air. How awesome is that?
Roman decided between break, for whatever reason, to discard his pants. So this is getting interesting for the men.
You guys are teasing me here because I'm over here and I can't see anything. It's so sad.
It's really hot in here.
You guys got her started now. Now we're all in trouble.
Yes. Okay, so Spider, you helped out with the topic today. So what is today's topic?
Yes. Well, what we got going on, and it's not like a hard and fast, like, hey, we have to talk about it, but this is what we're going to start with. We're going to be talking about stage theatrics. Stage props, stage shows, like how you get attention on stage apart from just playing the music. So with that in mind, let's get right to the core of everything, and let's ask you guys, how theatrical do you guys like to get? Like, do you guys get into costume? Do you guys what kind of stuff do you guys do when you're on stage?
Well, I personally think that what we do isn't necessarily a costume. Not to in the sense that, we're not becoming like these characters that have separate names. But, we're really into the bands, that kind of define certain eras. One of my favorite, groups is Alice Cooper. It was a big example, obviously. And I'm not even just for the shock rock, but just the fact that, if you see a band, you can listen to their record and you can get a very wholesome experience. But if you're just going to see them wearing flannel shirts and snapback hats or something like that, and van shoes, something you'd wear to the mall, it doesn't provide the same experience to us, at least in my opinion.
Rock and roll has always been very unusual, and it just kind of died.
Yeah.
But I don't know, as far as how we like to be on stage, we just kind of we wear slightly different clothes than our everyday clothes, and we just kind of become who we are on stage.
We like a little bit of blood. We like a little bit of sex, not like real sex, but sexual.
Oh yeah,
just a tad. Not being that's our shtick. Ultimately.
So you wouldn't get arrested in South Carolina for lewdness or something.
I mean, I haven't read their laws. But I'm kidding. That's a bad joke. Probably not. I mean, when we come together and when we write music, it's not about, okay, well, we're writing this song, so at this part we can do this on stage. I mean, they're definitely separate entities, but I find, anything that has, a good amount of lights, something that takes a little bit away from the usual terrain of just this flat stage. You can add little props or risers. Lights underneath you is something that we do, where you stand on the lights and then,
they shine up on you.
We right now what we're doing, which is pretty minimal, is we have stage scrims that are shaped a little bit like TVs, and we functioned a design out of TV static and everything like that. And we have strobes behind it, so it looks like it's a flickering TV in lieu of the fact that we can't just load around a bunch of TVs from Goodwill to a show, without giving ourselves multiple hernias, which really affects what we try to do. So, I mean, that's what we're doing right now, but we want to be a band that really builds on that sort of thing.
It is only the beginning with that stuff. I cannot wait until we have just a very large light stage production.
We're going to be the first band to do actual human sacrifices.
We just need a small loan of $1 million.
Well, let's lead in. Let's take that and lean forward a little bit. Let's say if you guys suddenly came upon unlimited budget for stage related stuff.
Oh,
What would be your
gotcha.
ideal? What would be your ideal stage? Like, what would it be?
A lot of sanitizer.
I don't know.
Don't even get.
No, I want to know.
That's for after the show.
Yeah.
No, I mean we're big on fire. You know, fire is a thing that I've always
yes.
dreamed about. Drum risers. We since we obviously have a pianist and a drummer. In terms of stage real estate, I think it's cool when I see bands do the drummer and the keyboard player on like these long, tall pillars. Stuff that's interactive with that sort of thing. I'm thinking like, Tommy Lee and his last, Motley Crue tour with his drum roller coaster and that. That stuff.
Even getting into like some metal area, like Children of Bodom, how their keyboard player actually matches their guitar player with the keyboard leaning forward and plays solos with the guitar player. It's amazing.
It is amazing. Bodom's a great band.
Goal as a keyboard player, I'll one up everyone.
There's only like 5 of you guys. So
Where you gonna
Yeah.
fight pianists
There's only,
all over
like,
the world? There's only like 5.
Yeah,
there's-
guitar players have such a large amount of people to look up to, and I have like 5, maybe 6 people in the rock scene. They're actually really good.
The guy
piano
in
players.
Dream Theaters.
Oh,
Jordan Rudis
That
is
guy's
awesome.
crazy.
That guy's
intense.
ridiculous.
That's literally like
Good call. Good
stuff
choice.
up to.
Anyway, as far as ideal stage stuff, of course, fire, of course, fog. Yeah, of course, why not?
Fire and fog work together, obviously.
Yeah, we really like strobe lights because they blind you, and we just want to burn our silhouettes in your eyes.
I mean, but we've discussed in the past some ideas about turning it into more of a conceptual-esque sort of thing, where maybe we could have some actors in between songs that would sort of, like, in a Shakespearean way, like, really exaggerate these sorts of, like, concepts that are in the song. Just, like, very briefly, like, transition. Because with this band, I don't ever really want it to be a vanity thing, as much as that is part of what we do. We like to look, the way that we want to look. It's
no
not